Life is a journey that takes us through winding paths, unexpected turns, and sometimes seemingly insurmountable obstacles. It is a journey filled with breathtaking vistas and daunting mountains. These mountains, they stand tall and proud, casting long shadows over the valleys below. These mountains, they are not always made of stone and earth. They are the challenges that rise before us, the obstacles that test our resolve and our spirit. Sometimes they are the challenges we face. They are the fears that grip us, the doubts that cloud our minds, and the uncertainties that make us question our path. They are the fears we harbor, the fears that whisper in the quiet moments, telling us that we are not enough, that the journey is too hard, that the mountain is too high. They are the doubts that whisper in the stillness of our hearts, doubts that make us hesitate, that make us second-guess our every step, our every decision. But within each of us lies a power, a force stronger than any obstacle. Faith. Faith is the light that guides us through the darkest valleys, the strength that lifts us over the highest peaks. Faith is the unwavering belief in something greater than ourselves. It is the quiet confidence that no matter how tough the journey, we are never alone. It is the quiet whisper that says, yes, you can. Yes, you can take that next step. Yes, you can climb that mountain. Yes, you can overcome. It is the hand reaching out in the darkness, leading us towards the light. It is the support we find in others, the encouragement that lifts us when we falter. When we have faith, we tap into a wellspring of strength that can move mountains, not by physically shifting the earth, but by transforming the way we perceive and approach our challenges. Not by physically shifting the earth, but by transforming the way we perceive and approach our challenges. By seeing them not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. Faith is not about denying the existence of our mountains. It is about acknowledging their presence, yet choosing to focus on the path that will lead us through them, over them, or even around them. It is about acknowledging their presence, yet choosing to focus on the path that will lead us through them, over them, or even around them. It is about believing that we have the strength, the courage, and the resilience to keep moving forward. It is about believing that even in the darkest of nights, the dawn will come. That no matter how long and arduous the journey, the light will break through, and we will find our way. I remember a time in my own life when I faced a mountain that seemed insurmountable. It was a period of immense struggle and self-doubt where every step forward felt like an uphill battle against an invisible force. The mountain was not just a physical entity, but a metaphor for the challenges and obstacles that loomed large in my path. Years ago, when I first embarked on my journey as a writer, the world felt cold and unreceptive. The path ahead was shrouded in uncertainty, much like a foggy trail where visibility is limited, and every step is taken with caution. The dream of becoming a writer seemed distant and almost unattainable. Rejection letters piled up on my desk, each one a heavy stone upon my heart. Every letter was a reminder of my perceived inadequacies, a testament to the harsh reality that my work was not yet good enough. The weight of these rejections was almost unbearable, and I often found myself questioning my worth and my abilities. Doubt gnawed at the edges of my resolve, whispering that my dreams were nothing more than foolish fantasies. It was a persistent voice that echoed in the quiet moments, casting shadows over my aspirations. The fear of failure was a constant companion, making it difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It was during this dark period that I discovered the true power of faith. Not the kind of faith that demands immediate results or miraculous interventions, but a quiet, steadfast belief in the possibility of a better tomorrow. This faith was like a small ray of sunlight breaking through the clouds, offering a glimmer of hope in an otherwise bleak landscape. Not the faith that demands miracles, but the quiet, persistent faith that whispers of possibilities. It was a gentle reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a chance for change, for growth, and for new beginnings. This faith became my anchor, grounding me in moments of despair and uncertainty. I clung to the belief that my stories deserved to be told, that they held within them the power to touch hearts and ignite imaginations. This belief was the fuel that kept me going, even when the odds seemed stacked against me. I wrote with a fervor and passion that came from deep within, driven by the conviction that my words could make a difference. It was a small seed of hope, nurtured by the belief that the universe conspires to help those who dare to dream. This seed, though fragile, was resilient, growing stronger with each passing day. It was a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of holding on to one's dreams, no matter how distant they may seem. With each passing day, I wrote, fueled by the belief that one day, my words would find their way into the world. I poured my heart and soul into my writing, crafting stories that were a reflection of my innermost thoughts and emotions. The act of writing became a form of therapy, a way to navigate the complexities of life and find meaning in the midst of chaos. I surrendered my fears and doubts to something greater than myself, trusting that the path, though uncertain, would eventually reveal itself. This surrender was not an act of giving up, but rather a recognition that some things are beyond our control. It was an acceptance of the journey with all its twists and turns, and a commitment to keep moving forward no matter what. And slowly, gradually, the mountain began to move. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable started to shift, and new opportunities emerged. It was a reminder that with faith, perseverance, and a little bit of hope, even the tallest mountains can be conquered. One of the most liberating aspects of faith is the understanding that we are not in control. This realization can be both daunting and freeing. It invites us to release the tight grip we often have on our lives and to embrace the unknown with open arms. When we acknowledge that we are not the ultimate architects of our destiny, we can begin to experience a profound sense of peace and freedom. As human beings, we crave certainty. We want to map out our lives, to predict every twist and turn. We meticulously plan our days, our weeks, and even our years, hoping to avoid any unexpected detours. This desire for control stems from a deep-seated fear of the unknown. We believe that by charting every course, we can shield ourselves from the unpredictability of life. But life, in its infinite wisdom, rarely unfolds according to our plans. The universe has its own rhythm, its own flow, and it often takes us on journeys we never anticipated. These unexpected paths can lead to some of the most beautiful and transformative experiences of our lives. When we resist the natural flow of life, we create tension and stress. But when we learn to go with the flow, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. It is in the surrender, in the letting go of the need to control, that we truly open ourselves up to the possibilities that await us. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means trusting in the process and having faith that everything will unfold as it should. It is about finding peace in the present moment and allowing life to guide us. When we let go, we make space for new opportunities, new experiences, and new growth. Think of a leaf floating down a river. It does not fight the current, nor does it attempt to steer its course. The leaf simply allows the river to carry it, trusting that it will be taken to where it needs to go. This is a powerful metaphor for our own lives. When we stop resisting and start trusting, we can navigate the currents of life with grace and ease. It simply surrenders to the flow, trusting that the river will carry it to its destination. This act of surrender is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the strength of faith. It is a reminder that we are part of a larger interconnected web of life, and that there is a greater force at work guiding us. By surrendering, we align ourselves with this force and allow it to lead us to where we are meant to be. This is not to say that we should become passive observers in our own lives. On the contrary, we must actively participate in our journey. We must set our intentions, take inspired action, and pursue our dreams with passion and determination. But we must also recognize that there are forces beyond our control, and that sometimes the best course of action is to let go and trust. Rather, it is about finding that delicate balance between effort and surrender. It is about knowing when to push forward and when to step back. It is about understanding that while we have the power to shape our lives, we must also be open to the unexpected gifts that life has to offer. This balance is the key to living a fulfilling and harmonious life. We must be willing to put in the work, to plant the seeds and tend to the soil. This requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to nurture our dreams. But we must also be willing to release our attachment to the outcome. We must trust that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will deliver the harvest in its own time. This trust allows us to live with a sense of ease and flow, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. But we must also be willing to let go of the outcome, trusting that the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will deliver the harvest in its own time. This trust is not a passive act, but an active engagement with the flow of life. It is a dance between doing and being, between striving and surrendering. And in this dance, we find the true essence of living a life of faith and freedom. Faith is not a magic potion that instantly erases our challenges. It is a journey of transformation, a process of growth and evolution. When we face our mountains with faith, we are not merely overcoming obstacles. We are allowing ourselves to be shaped by them. We are emerging stronger, wiser, and more resilient than we ever thought possible. Think of a lump of coal. Under immense pressure and heat, it transforms into a diamond, one of the hardest and most brilliant substances on Earth. Similarly, our challenges, when met with faith and resilience, have the power to refine us, to polish away our imperfections and reveal the brilliance that lies within. The journey of faith is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, times when the darkness seems all-encompassing. But it is in these moments that we must dig deep, tap into that wellspring of belief within us, and remind ourselves that we are capable of overcoming anything that life throws our way. For it is in the depths of our struggles that we discover our true strength.